One of my favorite bloggers that I follow and I read a lot of his leadership teachings and quotes and ideas how to lead through this really uncomfortable and new way of lifestyles and whatever the country and the world is going through. Um, Spoke about this a few weeks ago and truly stayed in my mind that I want to share this with you. He said that our ultimate task in life will be the ability to discern the essential from the noise. It's important, so let me read it again. Our ultimate task in life will be, as leaders, as parents, husband, whoever you are, right? Whatever you're doing in life, is the ability to discern the essential from the noise. Now, 4 words: noise, essential, discern, ability. Let's see what they mean so it will make sense. Noise is a sound that is loud or unpleasant, but importantly, that causes disturbance. Now, think about all the noise that happens around you. Let's talk about our natural world. I'm talking about noise on the freeway. I'm not sure if you're able to hear, but as I'm speaking to you, a car just passed by. That's noise. Did you see how it distracted my mind to hear it? That was a perfect example. So the noise of cars, just something constantly happening around us. I think advertisement is noise because they're constantly trying to distract you from what you're doing to get your attention, right? Billboards everywhere, like whatever you go to, it's just one on top of each other. Hey, look at me, I have something, you need this, I'm telling you should try this. This becomes a noise that disturbs us sometimes from making the right decisions. Lights. Every time you go to sleep, you just open your eyes, there are lights everywhere. The charger has a light and the fan there are lights everywhere. I always watch documentaries and I wonder if people would ever go to sleep with sunset and just wake up with sunrise. And simple, right? But then we have lights, so we stare at screens until we just can't anymore, and then we hope we can fall asleep right after. That's noise. Now, this one I'll say it with careful mind, right? Opinions can become very noisy. When you're constantly everything has an opinion, and does your opinion matter at all? Or you're always there just to fulfill other opinions. Those can be very disruptive in your daily life. When you're constantly thinking about people's opinion about you, about what you do, how you do things. That's in the natural world. There's also noise in the spiritual world. What makes the most noise is sin. Distract you from your walk with God. Temptations, desires, pride. This is all noise trying loud enough to get your attention, distract you from your walk with God, from your purpose, and just tell you know what, you should be somewhere else doing something else. That's noise. What is essential? We've been talking about this for almost 2 years now. What is essential? Essential is something that is absolutely necessary and is extremely important. Natural world, let's talk about oxygen, what we breathe, water, drink, sun, right? The trees, these are all things that are essential. If they're not there, I don't think we can continue living, because these are God-made standard for essential for us to survive. The same way in our spiritual life, my friends, church is essential. The Bible is essential. Prayer is essential. Fellowship and serving others, being in communion with God, this is essential. Sometimes I wonder how can people survive without this essential spiritual life. Yet we think we're spiritual people. These are essential. They must be part of us every day, every second, I should say. Well, what it means to discern. To discern is to perceive or recognize differences and or distinctions. That's to discern, to perceive and recognize differences between what is noise and what is essential. And ultimately, that becomes an ability. It's a talent, it's a skill that you get it when you practice it over time, becomes an ability. So, 4 words, and the sentence is, the ultimate task in life is the ability to discern the essential from the noise. Let's go to our Bibles. Before Jesus began his ministry, you probably remember John the Baptist baptizes, God speaks, says, "This is my son," and then ready go to ministry. But then it says the Holy Spirit took him away from people into the wilderness to test, to try. What is being tested? What is being tried? I believe it's this, what is essential, what is noise. That spiritual warfare was tried in Jesus. We have this registered in the gospel, synoptic gospels, in Luke chapter 4, verses 1 through 14. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I want to tell you the 3 areas that Jesus was tried, and the 3 areas where he had to discern what is essential and what is noise. The first one is the desire of flesh. It says, the devil said to him, "If you are the Son of God, tell this stone to become bread." Now remember, Jesus is fasting. That's his spiritual goal. That's what he's spiritually going through, right? And Jesus answered, hear this, "It is written that men shall not live on bread alone, but from every word that comes from God." So Satan is there trying to distract him with this little noise. Listen, flesh matters, right? But you have to take care of yourself. But you're important. What about you're hungry, right? Satisfy yourself. And Jesus says that's noise. The essential here, it's not the flesh. It's the spirit. The essential here, it's God. It's not me. The desire of the flesh. You battle with this. Please make sure that you discern what is from God, what is not from God, what is noise, and what is essential. The second one is the desire of heart. The devil led him up to a high place and showed him in an instant all the kingdoms of the world. And he said to him, "I will give you all the authority and splendor because it has been given to me," liar, "and I can give it to anyone that I want to. But if you worship me, it will all be yours," Satan says. Wow, what a noisy temptation, right? Power, authority, splendor. Jesus says, wait a second. That's noise. Here's the essential. Jesus answered, "It is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only." Amazing. How much noise there is around you promising you power, fame, success, whatever comes your way, noise. And God and Jesus says, "No, wait, that's noise. The essential is to worship my God, my Lord, and serve him only." Third one, pride of life. The devil led him to Jerusalem and had him to stand on the highest point of the temple. "If you are the Son of God," he said, "throw yourself down from here, for it is written, he will command his angels concerning you to guard you carefully. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone." The highest point of temple and that temptation of trying God. Jesus says, that's noise. Let me tell you what's essential. Jesus answered, "It is said, do not put the Lord your God to the test." Trust him. Don't test him. Trust God. That is essential. Don't try God. Don't test God. But trust God. That is an essential part of our daily life, my friends, when we trust God. It is noise when we try God. it is essential that we trust God. Now, all of this said, I want to put it into this way. Noise is what I want. Essential is what I need. We're constantly distracted with noise, saying all the things that, don't you want to do this? Don't you want to become this? Don't you want to have this? No, I don't. The essential is what God knows that I need to be in tune with God, to serve God alone, to worship Him alone. That is essential. And when our essential needs are supplied, that is joy. That is true happiness. Because if it's all about what you want, it's never enough. It's never true happiness. But if it's about God supplying your essentials, then there is joy. So, what is the ultimate task in life? I agree with him. I speak to this as my own words. Is the ability to discern the essential from the noise. Think of this. God bless you.